Matt. I'm Timothy.
And I'm HamsterBomb.
And you are here for another Pokemon TCG collection video. Can you stop mocking me?
I wasn't mocking you. I was practicing.
Because we're going to get to look at one of your favorite sets here first. Yay. We're still in the black and white sets, but this one, you specifically bought Japanese, and you bought all of it.
No, okay, here. I can explain why. Okay, here, because they made this really cool set called Dragon Selection.
Dragon Selection.
It came out in Japanese, and from how they were talking about it, it sounded like it was never going to come to America. So, initially, I was talking to, you guys know Matt from Monster Hunter. I was talking to Matt, and I said, hey, you know, I've added it up. If you just get one of these booster boxes, which are really small, they're little boxes, they don't hold that many. I said, odds are, if you buy one box, you get 2 complete sets. Do you want to just go half price, like we both chip in, buy one box, and we split it, and we both get a set? So, that's what we did, and we both got sets out of it. Actually, well, Matt ended up missing one of the trainer cards, but whatever.
Plus, I think the Japanese ones, the foil was different than the
Oh, they're
English
so
ones
much cooler.
too,
Yeah,
so.
eventually they did bring them over to America, and it's called, what in America?
Dragon Vault.
It's called Dragon Vault, and of course they added another set for America. You got a promo QREM that goes in the set if you bought it from there, but whatever, because I think the Japanese ones look so much cooler. Japanese foils are so nice.
This is one of those sets that's also a mini set, too.
Yes,
this
it's very small. But you can see the incomplete... complete? We haven't said complete in a long time.
I know!
Yes!
And Alex's complete set. He purchased it.
I did it with math! No, seriously, I did. I mathed that.
I know.
I calculated
You
it was
just
cheaper
explained it.
to do that than it was to buy the cards, yes.
And then we're also going to be looking at Boundaries Crossed, which I personally really like.
Kim loved
set.
Boundaries Crossed. We do the same thing, like Kim obsessed over the Boundaries Crossed. Actually,
I bought a lot of
there was a lot of... We've passed several that I know you really loved.
And Plasma Storm, which is when I started falling off that ledge.
Yeah, I mean, like, I really liked the blue borders. I think that looked better on the
Their
Pokemon
art
cards.
wasn't that great.
No, I hate yellow borders on Pokemon cards. I haven't even mentioned that. I probably haven't even mentioned that. I just hate the yellow borders. Like, could we please fix this?
And we'll probably comment. We've probably been commenting on the yellow borders.
They changed,
too, in the other
they've
ones.
changed some of the borders, but it wasn't as bad as like the E-Raiders when they were literally like more than a centimeter wide. Like, oh, they're so ugly.
I was trying to show because there is actually a plasma card behind me. I was trying to show what the blue ones look like, but we'll see that here in this video right now.
Yes, let's look at the cards. Okay, so I guess since a lot of this is mine today that we're going to be looking at over here, I also have the box, which, like I said before, I did get the booster box deal with Matt at the time, and yeah, it's an itty-bitty little box because it's a small set, as you'll soon see if you're not familiar with it. And I'll, I guess briefly, because I'm showing it now, show you the box because it shows some cool art of the dragons in the set going around. This was the brand new Dragon Energy at the time. Now it's just a thing.
Dragon Energy was released?
Yes, this is the very first time Dragon Energy is released, and they were making Dragon-type Pokemon cards, which I thought was an awesome idea of how they did it, as opposed to making a new energy card. They made it like Magic the Gathering's gold cards, where you just have to use different energy types in one, which I thought was a great way to not break the game or add more energy, which further complicates the game like I think Fairy did. Though I'm not playing it, I can only assume I like this idea better. But anyway, plus it encouraged people to mix more decks up. So before we get into that, though, I was digging through some older stuff and found out we had a couple cards from older sets we didn't go into really quickly. Kim, here, could you show them this one so I can get our focus going? This is our one and only card. It was in a deck, actually, that I was using. And Kim had disassembled all of them. And this poor guy was just sitting around not being cared for. This is a foil rare Terrakion from Emerging Powers. So really cool. Unfortunately, we didn't get to show him in the Emerging Powers video.
Which I think is unfortunate because I think that video when we did it, we had the other 2 deer.
Oh, we did, and we did.
So.
Yeah, I think so. And we were like, oh, it's a bummer. We don't have Terrakion. I thought we did. And we totally did. And here he is. So anyway, there's Terrakion. We have a lot more of others that we missed. This is just in the last video here of Dragons Exalted. And this is a foil rare Sigilyph. I really liked this card. I remember being excited when I got this one here. We have a regular Stunfisk. Like I said, these were just in decks. I was doing...
We don't quite remember if we actually showed duplicates that we had with these.
Right, so I don't know. But it was like Grass, Psychic, and Fighting deck, which is why there's a Shedinja, Ninjask, a couple Ninkatas, and Giratina EX, which is really cool. And bummer he can't be on the cover, the thumbnail.
Thumbnail for that other one that we did.
Wrong one. Also had a EX Ho-Oh. Really cool. I was real excited about this. And the only bummer is I don't really like the art that much. You know, I love Ho-Oh, but...
Unfortunately, yeah, the art isn't too great on this one.
Yeah, the art's not that cool, but, oh well. It's still a really cool card, and it can let you use, like, any energy, so I had him in here, too. And these are a couple energy cards that were from that set as well. So, that's it.
So
now, let's move on to the nitty-gritty.
Details of this little mini set that they had in Japan that we never got.
Oh, no, we did get. We did get it. It was called Dragon Vault when it came over to America, and it also was given a promo card, like I mentioned in the intro, of Kyurem, and that card is not in here.
Was it as small in America?
Yes, it's the identical set. Okay. The only thing is, I believe if you bought it in America, obviously it wouldn't come anything like this. It was a larger box because the American ones are huge. And it comes with this huge box. It shows a promo Kyurem on the inside, and then I think like 4 booster packs or something like that of this, of 5 cards each. And every single card in this set is a foil rare.
Look at those rainbowy colors on everything.
I know, everything looks really cool.
And
the art's really nice too, like this Dratini.
Yeah,
Can you pull
the one
that
I keep
Dratini
looking
out?
at up there. I mean, look at that thing.
Yeah, it's not just him. I mean, I really like pretty much all of them from this set. The Salamence is really nice.
Sorry.
Here, you can come closer. There you go.
Oh, look at those colors.
I know, it's really bright, really colorful. Plus, I really love what they do in Japan. They make the foil go around the rim. I've mentioned before how I really don't like the yellow borders on Pokemon cards, but, man, the foil borders are just really cool. Plus, all their foil is that, flat streak, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, they do that for every set, I think. I don't think
they've been doing that for a long time. Yep.
I mean, we started doing it for some of the sets around this time, like that Terrakion we just looked at the beginning of the video does the streaks as well.
Right, as like well as this this guy here. They are using the similar streaks, but the big difference is that one's borders are foil. That makes all the difference. It looks so much cooler.
I think after Black and White, though, America switched back to their trying a different texture on every set.
I don't remember because we really don't have a lot of new cards like that. But anyway, so the Dragonairs are really nice too. I don't want to discredit them, and Dragonite's okay, but still, yeah. I really like these. I really like these. I was super excited about one, just a whole set about dragons. 2, they're all foil, and they're Japanese foil, which is really cool. And by how I was calculating it, how I said earlier, looked like I should have been able to collect all of them, which fortunately I did. I got a complete set of this. Really like the Salamence down there too. Most of these are like mixing around to different artists and stuff like that, so it's kind of
but there's
funky.
Not like any ugly art in this set.
No, there really isn't, really which is lucky. I really like the Drudagon's really cool too, but I want to pull up the probably the main one here, the Rayquaza. Give me a second here. Because he was the main Pokemon that they were showing for this set, which of course gives me a big reason of why I really want it. I don't know what made them determine which color energy went with which Pokemon. I got a feeling it was based on the colors in the actual Pokemon's art.
Or something to do with what the attacks are that they gave it that we clearly can't read.
No, I don't think so, because I read them in English, and I don't think that's it. I've got a feeling... See, like your Drudagon is water and fire, blue and red, right? And Rayquaza, he doesn't have a grass one. Maybe someone else was using grass. Yeah, the Dratini line was using grass. Like, see, I don't really understand. But he is red and yellow, so he has red and yellow energy. That's like my theory. I have no idea why they chose what they did, but who cares? It's supposed to be a mix anyway, and that's
Not
a
like
really...
you use it.
Yeah, I know. That's a really nice card, though. So aside from the actual Pokemon here, because unfortunately it's a semi-short set. This was in the Black and White era still, so We had, like, some of the dragons at the time.
It looks like you had gotten
it's a bummer,
quite a few duplicates, too, in there, which is nice.
Yeah, I got a good amount of duplicates. Not everything I got a duplicate of. I think there's only one of this card in the entire booster box that Matt and I got, and Matt's still trying to hunt one down. But I was going to mention, the only thing that I was a little bummed about was they didn't give us every dragon, because, Kingdra could have had one, but you wouldn't have been able to play it, right? It would have just been a Kingdra card, which I don't care. I'm a collector. I just wanted to see them all. But still, everything who had a complete line or some legendaries, at least we got to see those. There were some trainers, so it was kind of a bummer, but I don't know. Like, I think this was the only time it was releasing in a set, so it was supposed to be good. I don't really know. I don't really care. These images over here were like the things that showed up in the back of the packs, and I just kind of used them to fill the rest of the space. Now, the rest of that stuff behind this binder we're going to be getting to later. That is not what we're dealing with right now. Instead, Kim's got a new binder for us. Yoink. What set is this again, Kim?
So we are now looking at Boundaries Crossed.
Boundaries Crossed. I'm going to adjust our light just a little bit while Kim goes through this quickly.
Yeah, it looks like... so I know we've been talking in the last few videos. We really started collecting again when Black and White came around. Boundaries Crossed, I think, was another big set we bought a lot from.
Boundaries Crossed is really cool, though. I mean, I don't know. I really liked the Pokemon that they chose in it. The art's really good.
Well, a lot of the art they were starting to repeat at this point, too. Like, I believe we've seen the Scyther before.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. We got a foil rare on this page. There's a Superior. It's kind of hard to see, but it's a very colorful one.
Foil Tangela.
Yeah, so exciting. You can also see we're skipping spaces if we don't have the card in here. So
we are?
Yeah, I'm assuming there's a Vileplume, right? I mean, keep looking at that. I'm assuming there's a
I thought you were
Tangrowth.
saying that I was leaving a space. So yeah, we're just going on.
No, we're skipping over Pokemon who we unfortunately are missing.
Right.
But still, we got a whole page of grass, which is cool.
It's nice. Yes.
Moving on from here, we've got a Cottony, Whimsicott, Petlil, Lilligant. I know you really loved them. And
I love them. They're so cute.
Mm-hmm. Kim actually went and shiny hunted a Petlil. You were just running around in the, what is that forest called?
Pinwheel Forest?
Pinwheel Forest, and that is what you wanted, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got, well, I mean, your option was like a Whirlipede, which would have been cool.
Right,
but...
like, the options that I had were all really great.
Yeah, it's a great place to shiny hunt, and she got lucky and probably got her favorite. I'm real glad they had a Charmander to Charizard line in here. Not a big fan of the Charizard art. I'm not going to pull it out. I got two of these. I mean, it's a nice...
Like, the Charmander and Charmeleon do not have the best art either.
Yeah, the Charmeleon's pretty good. It's not bad. But the Charizard's just like that 5-band graphics, very simple, 3D. Nah, I'm not a big fan of it.
Right. It looks like we have a Victini on this page, but it's not even a foil.
Yeah, it's just I mean, it's fine. It's just a regular Victini card.
It's still rare, though.
Yeah, we're still 5th gen. They wanted to make sure that people got a chance to get some legendaries that weren't super rare all the time. So that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Plus, he was an event, so everyone can kind of get their hands on him and probably wanted a card of him. Unfortunately, I didn't get a Blastoise. Real bummed about that.
Right,
but I got...
because look how adorable that Squirtle is.
Yeah, Squirtle's really good. The Wartortle art's pretty good, too.
Wartortle's art, yeah, it's good.
That Darmanitan art looks like they were desperately trying to cram him into the frame after they made his face too big.
I don't know. I feel like they were just trying to make him look angrier or something. I'm not sure.
This is clearly the same artist here. Did they draw this so that they would line up?
Because they can't possibly line up.
No, I'm from the other side. Like, he stands to the right of Golduck.
Yeah, there's a bush here, though.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, they can't
but it looks really similar. That's just funny how they did that.
It's a good art. And then there's this Psyduck here in the middle that just looks super clueless. Like, he has no idea what's going on.
That's a shame. It looks kind of dumb.
Plenty of more water ones here. Well, yeah, we got Delibird. Love Delibird. Oh, and there's the other Golduck, I guess, that doesn't really match the others. Yeah.
Oh, he's up there.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, what are you talking about?
Doesn't really match the other Psyduck, though, that we were looking at with that blank, clueless expression.
Mm-hmm. See, like here, the event Keldeo, they gave you a normal, easy one to get, and then a foil rare Keldeo. So there were options. They wanted to make sure that, they kept the legendary cards really good. So whatever the
looks like
people
we were
competitively
getting
playing.
quite a few foils in this set. We had the Keldeo, we had that Superior in the beginning. We even have an Electivire.
Looks
down
like there
here,
might
too.
even be a second Keldeo here, which would be really disappointing. What are you doing? Yeah, I got a reverse foil of one of them.
It was reverse?
Yeah, there's a reverse of phone. Yeah, there's also a foil rare Electivire down here. His foil doesn't show up as well, but you can kind of see it.
It's a really dark image. So.
Yeah, it's foil on
His
black.
art is very nice, though, for an Electivire, I must say.
Yeah, and it's also that 5-band graphics stuff, but it looks better there.
It looks better on him. It might be because it's a darker image, whereas
or it's the
cards are
Pokemon or
like
something.
lighter.
I'm not sure. Once again, here's another line that we didn't get the final of. The art's nice, though.
Yeah, I mean,
nice.
they do have nice news art.
Nice art, not news art. There's a big difference. That's a cool Zebstrika. We got that whole line is foil rare. Yeah, they're still doing that. Reverse rare.
Yeah.
They're doing those. You can kind of see them. The icons for the energy types are reflected in the foil for the reverses. I really like that.
Yeah, me too. I like that. Versus when they were doing like that flat foil and it made it look kind of fake.
Yeah, that's a shame. Same going over here for the Croagunk Toxicroak. That's nice. Seeing the reverses.
I wish I had the reverse of these because I raised a Muna Dumasharna in my original game, so I really liked them. And I think this was one of the first sets they showed up in, or at least one of the sets that I actually got them in. Like the other ones I didn't really get them in. So I thought those were super cute. Mm-hmm. I love those.
Yeah, I maybe they were the first time they showed up. I don't really know, but I
can't remember
you
the
guys
other
can
videos.
see. You guys would know first time we had them. Bummer, I do not have a
uncompleted one with them.
Actually, that is completed. You just didn't have this set up for the decks. I'm going to show you some more cards from this set in a bit.
Okay.
Kim just totally didn't pay attention.
Alrighty.
Because I didn't take any responsibility to put this together. There's a Meloetta foil. I know you really like that one.
Meloetta.
You want to show that one?
This one has really pretty art.
Yeah, it does. We have a second too. Wow.
Yeah. Two of the regular foils, not even the.
Wow, that's
reverse.
really nice.
Yeah, we were so excited because we got them both from the pack. So look
Yeah,
at that moonlight, the water. Oh, it looks so cute. It looks very nice. I like the lighting there on that too.
Yep. I was just complaining about 5-band graphics, but now every card that you're pulling out saying that we really like is all 5-band graphics. Never mind. How about this? They screwed up on Charizard. Can I get redeemed now?
They screwed up on one of the most popular Pokemon.
They just screwed up on the most popular Pokemon ever. Whoops. Okay, so other than that, Liepard is also a foil rare.
There isn't too much to it though, like the
it's a nice
foils
painting
right there. Oh yeah, it's a really pretty.
It's a really nice painting.
Really good artwork of Liepard. I really like Liepard.
His line
I tried to raise it in my game, and then of course you get to like the third town and you're like, wow, this is terrible. It was just one of the early ones you could get in the beginning.
It's basically Eradicate, or since it's dark type, it's a Mightyena, if that makes you feel any better. It's the same thing.
I was really excited for it at first. I went to shiny because the shiny's like a dark maroon kind of color. It's really pretty.
So I was actually just going to mention, I was like, why is there a Trap Inch? Did we really not get the others? I know I had the others, and I do. I'll show you them in a minute. So we'll see the Flygon.
So we want to finish going through this.
Yeah, I want to finish just the Pokemon in here first. Two different Skarmories. Both are Steel type. I know eventually they will make the Skarmory, finally make a Skarmory that is flying type.
Here are the first English dragons that we have.
Yes, and what's interesting about them is they are both normal rares. No foil, no nothing. And I think they were doing that to just try and get more cards in people's hands so that they had those two, because they were promoting Black 2, White 2.
Right.
So if some kid, had one of these cards and somehow missed the news about the new Pokemon game, they would have gotten this and be like, oh, this is really cool. I would like the new game for this card I have, right? And there you go. You made a game sell.
There's so many cute cards on this page.
Is this a foil Ditto?
It's a reverse foil.
I think he's supposed to be a foil rare, because that's that looks familiar. Ditto cards are traditionally rares because they're usually real tricky, and you can do a lot of cool stuff with them. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff on here. Like, I know you really like this Lopunny art.
I love that Lopunny.
The Delcatty, the Skitty.
I love this Baneri art. It is so simple, but it is so cute.
Yeah. Let me try and turn this down a little bit so we can see it. Yep, nice. Very nice. That Rattata is pretty horrible, though. The Raticate's pretty good.
Raticate, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty hard to make a really good-looking Raticate.
Oh, we're on to the trainers. We have actually, this is a really nice unpheasant. But I think it's like the same
actually
artist
is.
who did the low punny.
Yeah.
And stuff. They just kind of keep doing the same pose.
Oh god, that's
over and
horrible
over
art.
again.
So like, if you really love this art, you'd have to like, as you're playing it in the game, deal with that ugly card, that pretty badly made card, and then you can have your nice
It's
one.
not as bad. I feel like I think
It's not as bad.
Like the low
It's like
punny
it's
or
in
debonair.
between horrible and great.
Oh my gosh, this is where these showed up.
Yep.
So we started doing the ace trainers in this set. So that's really weird, I think, as it is. So, so ace spec trainers.
Ace spec, yeah.
Yeah. So like they were like, oh, you'll get this super rare card whenever you get to it in
I'm
the
prepared.
set. And you're like flipping through your cards and you see like the little ledge and you're like, it's gonna be something really, really cool. And you get to it and you're like,
as I get through here, I got a really rare card.
I think
I
I
am
have
really excited.
30 computer searches from when they first came out. Like,
from the original. Okay, I thought I was completely confused. We're like, what are you talking about?
From when the original
She's
came
talking
out.
about base, not this. Don't listen to crazy lady. She doesn't give you context.
I said from when it originally came out.
You said it first came out. Yes.
Yeah, when it first came out.
It is implied that this is it.
Okay.
Your pronouns. You're screwing them up. There's also this Crystal Edge one, which I think was for what, digivolving your QREM. Is that it?
No, I don't think that's.
There's another one back here, Crystal Wall, and
there's
a
plenty
Gold
more.
Potion. Also, we got a full art up there in this set. Okay, Kim, good.
It's Celebi.
She really doesn't care. I like it. I got that. I ordered that online because I didn't want to trust me trying to find it, and I actually got one
But we still
with
got a lot of packs.
a print error. You can see it at the top. This thing is off-centered pretty badly. The bottom is a very thin line of black, and the top is really thick. The sides are also off a little bit. It's printed mostly on the left side. Do you see that?
No, I see it more on the top and the bottom.
The top and the bottom is really obvious, but you'd have to like measure it to see the left and the right. But still, it's a total misprint, which is cool because they didn't sell it like that when I got it online, and I was really excited because I don't know. I like Celebi. I'm collecting Celebi, and Kim absolutely hates Celebi. Clearly, as she didn't even want to hold up our one and only full art.
We still bought so many packs from this set, hoping to get stuff like that, and you ended up having to buy it. And we have so many A-spec trainers, I feel like, because of it. Like, we have, I think, 2 or 3
I think they were in other sets, too. I'm not positive, but we'll see.
They will show up again later, I think.
So, anyway. Got some normal...
Let's see, I don't even know what's in this.
Could you raise this a bit? Thank you very much. Here's some more. We already saw a Shaman earlier, but we have another one here. We also saw a Heracross. We also saw a Venipede. We also saw a Venipede. Here we go.
Here we go.
A Scoilopede. I told you I had one.
And
that is really...
Ooh, look at that poison.
Yeah, look at that sloshing, very colorful poison. That's really cool card. Yeah, so I guess I was playing with those guys in that deck we were talking about earlier with the Ninjask and Shedinja and all that. So that's why all these cards were set off to the side. I just now saw them. Moving on from here, we got another Victini. We've already seen him.
Hey,
a
there's
Vibrava. So this is
the
new.
Trapinch.
Yep, we did see the Trapinch. So the Vibrava is pretty cool. Vibrava is a horrible Pokemon, as I found out after raising him a little longer.
Oh, look, it's another Vibrava.
Well, yeah, I was playing him to get Flygons, because I actually have 2 of them. Can you raise this a bit?
Sorry.
There you go. I don't know. I was real excited because one, it was a dragon type finally, and I could play it. The Vibrava, also noticed, was also dragon.
From packs.
Yes,
you
I
didn't
did.
Have to go and buy it. So
I got these from packs, so I could actually play those guys.
And trainers.
A couple
we
trainers.
Saw, so
yeah, they would just happen to be in there. I've got a couple other trainers too. Here's another. Can you hold these, please? Here's a gold potion in case you wanted to see some of these other ace spec trainers. I mean, they're freaking good cards though. Heal 90 from your active Pokemon, but you can only have 1 in your deck.
Much.
So it's we were
a last
bummed.
Resort.
No, we were bummed to have them, but at the same time, it was like super exciting.
We were using clearly that was in a deck. So
this is an exciting one for Kim.
I did this.
Kim found this one in a pack. This is they started doing full art supporter cards, I think, in this set. I don't know when
I think they've done them before.
Was it earlier?
We just didn't really have any.
Was it real? Okay.
Because I remember talking about them because I was like, oh yeah, I have full art Charon, and
Okay.
We got it out of a pack, and
yeah,
I hadn't gotten.
Yeah, but it's really cool though.
You had pulled several full arts at this point, and I had not, so I was really excited for it.
Oh no! Aside from the fact that it's just a full art in name, like you still put these in your deck, you know, to play. And isn't it so much cooler to have this one? You know, like draw 3 cards very slowly and epically. Instead of just, instead of like putting a bill down, right? I also have a Bianca. I use this one for my Rayquaza deck that if you flip it over, you can see the, it's in, basically it got sleeves to work for it.
Yep.
I don't remember what Bianca does, but yeah, basically the same kind of thing. They did full arts for trainers at this point, which is, you can think about that whatever you will, but they did it. It kind of grew on me eventually because I basically started finding them for really cheap online, and I was like, well, might as well make like the most cool looking deck I can.
I think the full art trainers were really popular, especially like online. You start,
and for people who actually want to play a deck, because I mean, heck, I don't even competitively like play this at all. And when I wanted to build one, I went online to try and find the cool-looking supporter, trainer, full art ones just to put in there because they look really cool and they're more fun to play.
And, you know, usually the description on the trainer cards is so simple, you don't have to take up, like, hardly any of the space with the text.
Right, yes. Also, we have, I think, one more set in here. Kim's supposed to be in charge of this, but she's, like, not doing a thing. What is this? What? That's... Oh, right. Shoot. I totally forgot. Okay.
This card's sitting over
just
here.
Kidding.
So we're not to that yet. That's what I was waiting for. I was like,
Okay. I was confused because I was looking at this over here. I have a lot of cards over to my side, like more than Kim has binders, which is backwards. Normally we don't do this. So anyway, here's the first card that I want to show you guys. Let me get my... Let me get my focus going here. You can tell because it's in a case. It's actually something nicer, right? Okay, here we go. So this is a... shiny Golurk card. I think Matt actually gave me this. He pulled that, and he just didn't care about it, and asked me if I wanted it. I was like, are you kidding me? I collect shiny Pokemon cards. And, of course, that meant I had to go shiny hunt one, which I soon did. And That's
usually the response to getting a shiny card.
This was the one that I actually really wanted out of the set, could never find, and ended up just buying it online because it was cheaper than buying more packs. So. Right. There we go. A gold shiny Altaria.
So gold and pretty.
And it's a dragon. It's the first shiny dragon card. If that's another thing, if that matters to you. They also, this is another thing to keep in mind because we were talking about dragon cards. The types that they chose, they stay consistent. So Altaria's dragon cards are generally, as far as I know, always water and steel. That's just Altaria's thing.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means.
Hey, you know, I was thinking about the borders again in this one, like
the gold border.
The gold borders
actual
on
gold.
These, yeah.
Yeah, it looks a lot better than whatever they were doing before with just the flat yellows, but still, I appreciate it. Also, you can see reflecting down here, they embossed the. You can kind of move to show.
Oh yeah, actually,
they embossed the logo.
I didn't even see that
the
till
type
now.
Over the bottom. Also, it's a different foil. It looks more like a metallic sheen that's like on them. Like the full arts, how they have ridges, that's on these shiny cards too. I think this is the first set where they started doing that. I'm not positive, but really, really nice looking ones. Now we can move on. I'm sorry.
Now let's move on to Plasma Storm.
I totally forgot about my shinies.
Oh, hey,
look! That is yours.
Yeah.
So,
I pulled another thing.
Kim, you want to show us?
Yeah.
Kim ended up pulling a really cool card out of the set, which is what now? Plasma Storm?
Plasma Storm.
Hey, I guessed it right. Okay, that's cool.
You were just staring at the sleeves of them for a while, that's all.
No, really, I don't remember. Back here?
Yeah.
God, I didn't even see that.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't paying attention. So anyway, Kim, this is your Moltres EX.
So Plasma Storm's where things start getting weird, because they do plasma cards.
Which is like Team Rocket cards, whatever.
Yeah, but they all have, like, blue borders.
Which I'm fine with you doing anything to the border other than yellow. I never had a problem with the blue border.
But they can only, like, work along with plasma Pokemon.
That's not true. This one has a blue border, and it doesn't say anything about plasma.
Okay,
look right here.
One doesn't.
That says Team Plasma, but it doesn't say anything about plasma cards.
Because Team Plasma is a
now, I think what she means is say there were Team Rocket cards that, were just the Pokemon, but then there's, say, an exclusive trainer or a Pokemon ability that says it does this if you have another Plasma on the field, right?
That's what happened in this set.
Whatever.
That didn't happen with the Rocket
Not
sets.
a big deal.
That's why it was...
we got a couple butt monkeys. I think we got... Oh, yeah, this is the first time a Litwick's line is fire type, so that's cool. Because, yeah, I'm sure there were people who were bummed that, they had a fire deck and they couldn't play their, favorite Pokemon or something just because it was in the wrong type.
Is great. Yeah.
That's a nice Squirtle.
Vanillish is also pretty good.
Yeah, well, he's always exciting. Is Cubchoo trying to sling his booger at you?
I think so.
That's interesting.
I think that is true. And pretty bad looking Beartic.
Yeah, his pubes, he really needs a trim. Yeah, that's pretty bad. The Weezing, however, I think is a foil rare.
That is a foil rare.
We can't really see from here, but I assure you that is a foil Weezing, because we don't really have a lot of foils when we get to some of these later sets. That's actually pretty cool. It's 5-band graphics.
He retracts any statements that he had before.
No, I don't. 5-band graphics typically goes for the foil rares.
The bad.
This is also the best art I've ever seen in my life. I'm kidding. It's horrible. Though, this is actually a pretty good Blubrry. It's kind of hard to see.
There's no good art of those guys.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, they're all awful.
All right.
I just don't like them.
It's a bummer. This is the only one I had of this line, because I really like this line of Pokemon, but I just don't have any more. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, I didn't buy too much from Plasma Storm. I wasn't into Plasma, and I was just okay.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Wasn't that big of a fan. Looking at the color difference, this looks like the shiny version.
Did you see the, when we were just looking at the other Purloin from the other set, it's actually a different color and also looks like very reddish. It looks like the shiny.
It looks super red. Yeah, that's not good. So anyway,
we do have Solrock too.
That is a pretty good Solrock card. I do like that. We got a couple foil over here. If you count a reverse Skarmory,
it's a really nice. It's actually really nice looking.
Well, it's a really cool high contrast Skarmory. Right? Yeah, it makes it even more steel type.
Even more steel type.
Even more steel type. It's mega steel type. And you can see those blue borders. See, I think that looks good.
I don't know. I wasn't too big on the high contrast for them.
You mean the gradient? Because it's not consistent blue. It's like light blue to dark blue.
I was talking about the Pokemon art.
Oh, I'm talking about the blue border. The Plasma logo also being at the bottom. I mean...
that really turned me off.
Yeah, it's... Well...
yeah,
maybe for competitive decks it meant something, but... Klinklangs are foils, right?
Oh, yeah, they are. I didn't even notice.
I think I had two of those guys, too. I was super bummed, because I was like, really?
No.
No, I only got one. I'm thinking of a different set, then.
Yes, look at that. Ooh, foil.
Yes, there we go. We got a foil art. I want to see something cool in this set. A lot of blue. I mean, I like blue. I got no problem with blue. This is Plasma I don't care for.
Maybe I'm just so against the blue borders because you grew up with the yellow ones. You're very attached to your yeller Pokemon card.
Them yeller Perkman cards. I'm gonna lower this a bit so we can see.
The most evil Braviary I've ever seen.
There's a pretty cool Togetic up there if you want to show us.
Oh, I can barely see it.
Exactly. I'm saying you couldn't see. So, oh my gosh! Please don't throw it at me.
It's foil.
Yeah, and she's just tossing it around. There we go. That's pretty cool. It's also a normal type Togekiss. Probably the last one before every single one you'll ever see from here on out is going to be Fairy, which, whatever. I'm not a fan of Fairy type, but it's a thing that happened.
Yeah, clearly we didn't buy nearly as much as this set.
No, but once again, I was able to get another card online for my Rayquaza deck. And this one I was able to get really cheap because it's another one of those trainers, except this one's actually not a supporter. They started doing, I think this is actually the first one I have that is a gold trainer card.
Yeah,
I might have shown one earlier, but
I don't think so. I don't even
I think I did. It was Pokemon Catcher. But anyway, so I'm pretty sure I did. But anyway, it's just kind of, I don't know. There's something about the supporter card that you could say that, okay, this is cool and exciting to pull because at least there's like Kensuga Yard, real big over the whole thing. That's just a trainer card where the border is gold.
So like stopped doing the A specs because they switched over to these gold trainer
Where
cards
it's just,
instead.
how about instead of giving them a good trainer card, just give them a normal trainer card and say, here, be happy, buy this for a lot of money too. As long as we make a more expensive version of every single card, people will buy them. They were right. But anyway, that is all the card sets that we're going to be covering in this video. Coming up next, what are we doing, Tim?
We are
Kim?
doing, let's see here, well, I guess you could just look here at the next page. We were at least starting off with
Plasma Freeze.
And then we have another one after that's called Plasma Blast, which we don't have anything from.
Oh, so this is the big video where we have a lot of different sets. Okay,
We have
so
a lot of
yeah, there's gonna be like 6
so-
sets coming next, and they're all the ones coming after Plasma Freeze, which are gonna be starting in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more, and we will see you all in the next episode of Pokemon Collection videos.
Bye-bye.
Bye.